परम पूज्य सोना रिम्पोचे की दूरदर्शी सोच और प्रयासों से, परम पावन दलाई लामा के आशीर्वाद से भारत के टेलीविजन इतिहास में पहली बार शुरू हुआ है एक टेलीविजन कार्यक्रम जो समर्पित है भगवान बुद्ध के दर्शन, ज्ञान और बौद्ध परंपराओं को। कार्यक्रम में दुनिया के तमाम बड़े बौद्ध धर्मगुरु, बौद्ध ज्योतिष शास्त्री रोज आप तक पहुंचा रहे हैं अमूल्य जानकारियां। सबसे पहले देखिए बौद्ध धर्म से जुड़ी महत्वपूर्ण जानकारियां।
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं।
भारत के टेलीविजन इतिहास में पहली बार शुरू हुआ है एक ऐसा टेलीविजन कार्यक्रम जो पूरी तरह समर्पित है भगवान बुद्ध, उनके दर्शन और बौद्ध धर्म के सिद्धांतों को। परम पावन दलाई लामा के आशीर्वाद से और परम पूज्य 13वें छोना रिम्पोचे के प्रयासों से शुरू हुए कार्यक्रम शराब सैंगपो यानी नोबल विजडम में हर रोज आप पाते हैं बौद्ध धर्म से जुड़ी अमूल्य जानकारियां। पेश है एक नया और ताजा एपिसोड।
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं।
कार्यक्रम शेराब सैंगपो आपको हर रोज भगवान बुद्ध और उनके दर्शन से रूबरू करा रहा है। इस कार्यक्रम में हर रोज आप भारत के अलग अलग हिस्सों में रह रहे बौद्ध धर्मावलंबियों की जिंदगी और भगवान बुद्ध में उनकी अपार आस्था से रूबरू होते हैं। इसी सिलसिले को आगे बढ़ाते हुए कार्यक्रम में हम आपको दिखाने जा रहे हैं परम पूजनीय द 13 सोना रिम्पोचे की दार्जिलिंग यात्रा को। परम पूजनीय पधारे हैं दार्जिलिंग के पास ग्रामीण इलाके में। इस इलाके के लोगों की बड़ी इच्छा थी कि परम पूजनीय उनके बीच पधारें और उन्हें धर्म ज्ञान दें। परम पूज्य ने भी लोगों को निराश नहीं किया। आप देख रहे हैं दार्जिलिंग के पास ग्रामीण इलाके में इसी साल हुई परम पूजनीय द 13 सोना रिम्पोचे की धर्म सभा को। भारी तादाद में मौजूद बौद्ध अनुयायियों को परम पूजनीय ने बौद्ध धर्म के 4 आर्य सत्यों का सही अर्थ समझाया।
इसके बाद पश्चात सारनाथ में, वाराणसी में सर्वप्रथम 5 उनके योग्य शिष्य पाए गए होंगे। तो जब 5 योग्य शिष्य जब पाया तो इन्होंने सर्वप्रथम धर्म चक्र प्रवर्तन हुआ। और जो सर्वप्रथम धर्म चक्र जो प्रवर्तन हुआ उसमें 4 आर्य सत्य की बात इन्होंने कही गई। तो इसीलिए मैं आज आपके यहाँ 4 आर्य सत्य के विषय में आपके सामने रखना चाहता हूँ, क्योंकि ये हमारे बौद्ध धर्म के मूलतः या संक्षेप में अगर आपको धर्म के विषय में जानकारी या ज्ञान प्राप्ति करना है तो अगर आप 4 आर्य सत्य को समझ लें तो ये आपके लिए काफी होगा।
आर्य सत्य की संकल्पना बौद्ध दर्शन के मूल सिद्धांत हैं। आर्य सत्य 4 हैं: दुख आर्य सत्य, समुदय आर्य सत्य, निरोध आर्य सत्य और मार्ग आर्य सत्य। परम पूजनीय ने सुनिए किस तरह इस जटिल ज्ञान को सरलता से लोगों को समझा दिया।
और 4 आर्य सत्य किसको कहते हैं? दुख सत्य और दुख के कारण सत्य, और हम जो हमारे चाहत, हमारे विश क्या है, हम चाहते हैं दुख से, संसार के दुख से मुक्त हो। तो इस संसार के दुख से मुक्ति भी सत्य है और मुक्ति पाने के लिए उपाय, मार्ग, वो भी सत्य है। तो ऐसा 4 आर्य सत्य के बाद इन्होंने
कार्यक्रम के अगले एपिसोड में भी हम आपको दिखाएंगे इसी धर्म सभा से जुड़ी हुई झलकियों को।
कैसे दूर हो आपके जीवन की मुश्किलें, कैसे सवरे आपका करियर, कैसे सफल हो आपका हर काम, क्या कहते हैं आपकी किस्मत के सितारे। जानिए सटीक होने वाली बौद्ध भविष्यवाणियां।
Touch Tele and Namaste to all the viewers. 18th of March 2011, Friday and 14th lunar day of first lunar month of Iron Rabbit year. The elemental combination is earth-water, which is a good combination and brings youthfulness and happiness. Good day to start enjoyment, partying and wearing new dresses. But from 7:30 am onwards, the elemental combination changes to earth-fire, which is an inauspicious combination and brings burning and lead to suffering. Activities related to defeating enemies and undertaking violent activities are more effective. This day is bad for people of tiger and rabbit years, hence it is better to not pay any debts to others and be aware of thief or robbery, and may causes health problem if catches sickness, whereas this day may prove favorable for the people of bird, monkey and sheep. Thus, activities like doing offering to God, dealing business matters, taking long journey for business purpose and laying foundation for the house are very good. Yet, one need to consider Phomtong or empty was, which is at west direction, so important activities should not be done while facing west direction. 19th March 2011, Saturday and 15th lunar day of first lunar month of Iron Rabbit year. The elemental combination is earth-fire, which is an inauspicious combination and brings burning and lead to suffering. Activities related to defeating enemies and undertaking violent activities are effective. As it is Nyanganangbo, so it is inauspicious for parties among friends and relatives or parties seeking for new relationship. This day is not a good day for the people of pig and mouse, and activities like studying to learn law, making of new clothes, doing hustles, celebrations for one's success and promotions, selling of property and doing surgical things, plowing or digging of earth are not favorable. Moreover, BT appears from north to south until 10 am, so one should avoid undergoing toxic therapies like bloodletting and moxibustion. However, for the people of Ox, this day can be favorable, as well as day itself is good for works like appeasing the wealth god, plantation of flowers and trees, starting of new home. In addition, this is the day of Sojong, thus a very good day for generating more merits and virtuous deeds and to purify negative deeds. Yet, Phomtong or empty was is at west direction, so important activities should not be done while facing west direction. 20th of March 2011, Sunday and 16th lunar day of first lunar month of Iron Rabbit year. The elemental combination is fire-wind, which is a good combination where it brings auspicious to you, and doing religious ceremony, praying to deities and practice of dharma is very good. It's especially good for people of dragon, and activities like doing offering, giving party for promotions or awards, meeting influential people, visiting monastery or temples, and going to pilgrimage or retreating are favorable. Yet, one need to avoid any kind of construction works like renovation of house or laying foundation, as it is Kharginamgo. Furthermore, day itself is unfavorable for activities like taking long journey, visiting ill people, avoid surgery, and making or renovation of drainage, and cultivation of plants and flowers and shifting of home are not favorable. Moreover, as Phomtong or empty was is as west direction, so important activities should not be done while facing west direction. Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow at the same time.
क्या है भगवान बुद्ध का दर्शन, बौद्ध धर्म का गूढ़ ज्ञान, कैसे मिले दुख से मुक्ति, कैसे पाए बुद्धत्व, क्या है धम्मम, क्या है संघम। ये कार्यक्रम आपको हर रोज दे रहा है ऐसे तमाम सवालों के जवाब। आज बौद्ध धर्म के प्रकांड विद्वान परम पावन दलाई लामा से जानिए भगवान बुद्ध का दर्शन और बौद्ध धर्म का सही ज्ञान।
So through that way, we can train our mind. Through that way, eventually, for example, when anger develops, if you have some sort of experience through training, you can separate from the anger. You can watch anger by yourself. Once you separate yourself from anger, so the anger's dominance no longer possible. Then this because of the strength or intensity of anger automatically reduce. So through training, you see, we can do these things. All these, I think, the ability of human intelligence. So that's why you see, many literature, many spiritual literature is mentioned human body is something precious, like that. So now, I think basically, I think that's the main point. You see, everyone want a happy life, and the ultimate source of happiness, satisfaction. Now, when I say happiness, I think mainly means satisfaction. So even suffering, even physical suffering, can bring deeper satisfaction at the mental level. Even these sports, they really, physically, this sort of very hard work. Sometimes it's difficult, but that brings tremendous satisfaction on mental level. So satisfaction and suffering, I mean, not because of the opposite way. Right? So here, happiness not necessarily sort of pleasant experience, but happiness mainly here, satisfaction. So happy life or satisfactory life, ultimate source is within ourselves. That please should know that. So pay more attention about our inner quality, inner value. Even you want to harm someone, the method should be realistic. In order to carry realistic method, you see, your mind must be calm. Then your approach to hit your neighbor who always create a problem for you, then your hit really hit effectively. If your mind too much anger, then try to criticize, try to do something harm on them, or may not hit real target. Isn't it? I think one example, your neighbor, if you see your neighbor, your neighbor, you see, create some problem for you, and you want to some sort of, what's the day, kasuda, harm, right? If you remain calm, without anger, without much emotion, your sort of attitude still remain very pleasant attitude. So your friend continuously come and even increase. More visitors come. Then your neighbor feel more worry. Other hand, because of some trouble due to your neighbor, if you lost your because of the peace of mind, and you always sort of irritate and bad mood, then visitor certainly will reduce. Then eventually you feel some uncomfortable, some sort of also there's some illness or some uncomfortable. So doctor, you have to call one doctor. Then your neighbor really feel happy. Now my neighbor, no visitor, no sort of happy mood. And now even doctor also calling. So something goes wrong. So they feel very happy. So anger, hatred, actually self-ruin, self-destruction. So instead of that, you remain calm. And then investigate what is the best way to hit on your neighbor. Then utilize that realistically. Then you get real deeper satisfaction. So calm mind is very, very important. So when we face some problems, we should not develop, you should not let out anger, this negative emotion. Try to minimize and use our intelligence about the reality. That's important. That I want to share with you. That's I usually call the method, the value of human values, nothing to do with religion. Then for religion, second level, those people who believe religion, 1,000-year-old India's tradition, religious harmony. That's now I realize, India is the really only country where all major religious traditions live together. This really greatness of India. Beside a homegrown different religious tradition, all major religious traditions eventually, you see, they established or deeply rooted in this country. Look, Parsi, very small community, but no threat. They happily settle and they carry their own 1,000-year-old sort of traditional, spiritual tradition practice. In Bombay, mainly, their community in Bombay, their population less than 100,000. But they not only maintain their own faith, their own tradition, but also from their community, they made really significant sort of contribution for national sort of work. In military field, like General Manekshaw, Parsi, isn't it? In the economy field, like Tata, I think Parsi community. So very small community, but they happily settle here. So of course, about this billion population, some mischievous people, always possible. But overall, India, I think 1,000 years, the religious harmony kept alive. So this is very, very important. This is really your treasure.